darkness that we both experience, even though I've never met her. In motherhood, there's this darkness that comes, and yet we have hope and a favor from God that comes on us so that darkness can be the shadow that we can just walk away from.
So we led off with Favor. We felt like it was a really strong song that connected emotionally. It's one of Jen's earlier songs from a trip that she did back, frankly, so early on we were still dating, back in the dark ages. The song idea, the kernel, the seed that starts the song came from her trip to Africa.
The idea of Africa is woven through the whole album itself, but in that song specifically, Walk Down a Dirt Road, Eyes to the Sky, I have a picture in my mind of a woman named Favor, who is an artisan mama in Africa, in Uganda specifically. I was just really drawn to her story, and at the time I had 3 little kiddos, a newborn, a 1-year-old, and a 3-year-old, which was nuts. And I was working full time, and that was a really, really challenging season for me, for both of us, for the whole family. I went on to read a passage in Luke, in the first chapter of Luke in the Bible, that references the word favor all over the place, especially in regards to Mary when she finds out that she's going to carry the baby Jesus. So the lyrics of the chorus are, when the favor of God rests on you, heart, don't be afraid, he'll make a way. And that speaks to me for me in this darkness of motherhood that I was talking about, obstacles that come up and I just don't see how there's a way out. And I know, based on the promises of God that he's placed in my heart and that he tells me from his word, that his favor is on me, and that he will make a way. And it doesn't mean that he'll make a way the way I think he will, or the way that I lay out the plan for him to do it. He will make the way according to his own plan, and that's the best one. So it just kind of helps me not be afraid in these dark moments in motherhood.
I mean, it says he'll make a way. That's the phrase that keeps getting repeated through that song. And the Bible talks about God allowing temptation, but giving us a way out of temptation, that he knows what our limits are, and he won't overwhelm us beyond our limits. And temptation also involves fear, being tempted to fear, being tempted to be anxious. He says be anxious for nothing, because he's going to provide a way out. Even when we feel like we're hemmed in on all sides, we're actually hemmed in by him.
I want people to know that they're not alone in their darkness. And the fact that I wrote the song because another mama's story, even though she lives across the world from me, her story was a light in my darkness and showed me that I wasn't alone. And so I want this song to help other people know that they're not alone. So thank you, Favor, and
I hope you enjoy the song.